Mercado Libre and Lemonade should be part of every high-growth investment portfolio, and today I'm going to show you some of the reasons why I think this is the case. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Underdog Investing. So today I'm going to go through an article by the Motley Fool which demonstrates why Mercado Libre and Lemonade could potentially be a 10x investment in the next 5 to 10 years, and why we should definitely consider them as part of a high-growth portfolio. Before I jump into this, I'll be grateful if you can smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for future updates. So let's jump straight into this article by the Motley Fool which came out today. So let's start with Lemonade. So first of all, Lemonade's business could just be entering its high growth phase. At first glance, Lemonade's business looks like it's doing extremely well, with in-force premium, which is basically the total of the company's active insurance policies, growing by 87% year over year in the fourth quarter, and gross earned premiums increased by 92%. And in addition to this, the average customer is spending 20% more on insurance premiums than a year ago, and the company's loss ratio fell significantly, putting it a step closer on its path to profitability. So it's really impressive for a company at such an early stage to be able to grow so rapidly, but at the same time they're managing to reduce their loss ratio. So this is what's really impressive about Lemonade, and I think they're going to continue to grow at a rapid rate whilst continuing to reduce that loss ratio, which is going to really make them significantly more profitable than other insurance companies in the future. So surprisingly, the insurance stock has plunged by more than 25% since it's released at those results. Some of the decline can likely be attributed to the overall pressure on growth stocks, as many investors rotate into value and interest rates have started to tick upward. And some of it can be the fault of Lemonade's own guidance, which was a bit weaker than analysts were looking for. So there's very high expectations for companies like Lemonade, who are extremely high growth, and that's what happens when you're a very high growth company and very new company. People have very high expectations. So when you miss them, so for example, you can miss them, but you could still have very good growth, but people still become very disappointed at those results. So it's important to mention that Lemonade has just rolled out its life insurance product in the first quarter, so we haven't seen any of those results yet. And not only is life insurance by far the biggest insurance market Lemonade has entered so far, about $800 billion globally, but it's also just begging for an alternative approach. So life insurance is a very big sector of insurance, and at the same time it's also a sector which is very unloved. So people just don't like buying life insurance more than they don't like buying things like pet insurance and renters insurance. So if Lemonade really are able to pull this off with life insurance and really able to delight customers, this is going to make a significant difference to Lemonade, and this is the real big test for Lemonade to see whether it's going to succeed in the future. So while things like auto insurance, homeowners insurance, and even pet insurance have become much more high-tech and easier in recent years, the life insurance process is generally pretty terrible. You have to deal with a salesperson, submit to medical exams, and more. So if Lemonade can keep its momentum going in this high potential market, the company's true high growth period might still be yet to come. So that just reiterated my point. And let's have a look at the stock price now. So we're at $91.86. So we're down 3.48% today so far, and it's the 7th of April 2021. So what's very impressive is have a look at this pullback. So from the highs of about $183 back in January, we've actually pulled back about 50% now. So a 50% pullback, that's a halving of the stock. So you can see we've also had a nice consolidation around this $85 to about $110 range, and that's always a good sign. And unless we see a massive further sell-off, for example if the interest rates were to go even higher, then I think it's unlikely we're going to drop below the $85 to $80 range. So I see this as a very good buying opportunity, because I think in the long run this company really is going to excel. If you just look at the market cap, we're at $5.65 billion at the moment, and we're talking about an industry that Lemonade are going to disrupt. And this industry is insurance, which is a $5 to $6 trillion industry. So reaching a market cap of $50 billion will be very achievable, and that will take the stock price to almost $1,000. So I'm really not exaggerating when I'm saying they definitely could 10x in the next 5 to 10 years. So it'd be very interesting to see what happens in the next quarter when they release results from the recent launch of the life insurance. But there's still plenty more sectors for them to go into, for example, auto insurance and other sectors. But anyway, that's Lemonade. Let's talk about Mercado Libre now. So Mercado Libre's business only doubled over the past year, and obviously they're being sarcastic. Another stock that's declined after a seemingly excellent quarterly report was Mercado Libre, which operates a massive e-commerce marketplace as well as a payment processing service in Latin America. So Mercado Libre's results in Q4 were very impressive. Simply put, growth has been phenomenal. The e-commerce platform's gross merchandise volume increased 110% year over year in the fourth quarter to an annualized rate of about $26 billion. Nearly 230 million items were sold on the platform, also more than doubling from a year ago. And this was the least exciting part of Mercado Libre's growth. So Mercado Libre are not only just selling things online, they're also trying to dominate the financial system in Latin America. So on the fintech side, Mercado Pago processed $15.9 billion in payments, a 134% year-over-year increase. And most encouraging was the 150% growth in off-platform payments, so payments for sales outside of Mercado Libre's marketplace. So these are very impressive figures, but just to demonstrate to you how much more room for growth there is for Mercado Libre, let's have a look at it and compare Mercado Libre to Amazon and their payment system to PayPal. So sure, these numbers look huge on both sides, but keep in mind that Mercado Libre's merchandise volume is about 4% of Amazon's, and Mercado Pago's roughly $64 billion in annualized volume isn't even close to the $1 trillion of payment volume flowing through PayPal's ecosystem. So the Amazon of Latin America could still have plenty of room to keep its rapid growth alive. So there's plenty more growth left in Mercado Libre. So that's why I think this stock can also do a 10x in the next 5 to 10 years, more likely in the next 10 years. So if you have a look here, the market cap is about $76 billion. It can easily reach $800 billion if it does deliver and really dominate the online selling platform in Latin America, as well as the financial ecosystem as well. But anyway, it's had a significant pullback. If you have a look here, from about $2,000 per share in January, it pulled back about 30% by the start of March. It's recovered somewhat, so now it's about 22% down, but it's still a very good buying opportunity for Mercado Libre. So just to summarize, I think these two stocks, so Mercado Libre and Lemonade, are both high growth, high potential stocks and brilliant companies, and I think they really do have a vision for the future, and I think these stocks could definitely 10x if they're able to deliver on the growth that is expected of them. And I think they've got brilliant leaders who are leading the company, and I really think it's possible, and I genuinely think it should be part of every high growth portfolio, at least a small amount. Personally, that's what I think. So that's the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, I would be grateful if you can smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for future updates. And yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments section down below. If you own any of the stock, please do let me know. How much do you own, or when did you buy? Are you planning to hold it? And if you found it useful, please do share this with your friends. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.